Hey guys, we are back with some more FHM 7 franchise mode, and in this one we will be using the Seattle Kraken. Obviously we already did a Seattle franchise mode back in NHL 18. Wow, that was a while ago. But you know what, I figured we should do a proper Seattle GM mode now that they are an official team. I've already gone ahead and simulated 1 year, so there are already stats on all the players currently in the NHL. So going into the expansion draft, we're going to be able to see the stats from the previous season so that we will be able to make informed decisions on who we want on our roster going into year number 1. I've already gone ahead and signed all the staff that I want on the team. As you can see, we have for our head coach, Mr. Gerard Gallant, who of course led the Vegas Golden Knights to the Stanley Cup final in their first season ever. So hoping maybe to recreate some of that magic here in Seattle with him. So this is the coaching staff we'll be going with going into year number 1. We already have a full and comprehensive scouting network. I mean, seriously, we have basically every area completely covered. So we should have no issues with scouting, at least I would hope not. Our AHL team is the Palm Springs Kraken. Obviously, there's no official name for them yet. It's just Palm Springs. So we're just going with what the game automatically has in for them. And I think with that all being done, we can advance into the expansion draft as it is today. We have to choose a goaltender first, so we may as well filter out everyone but goalies at first. So here's the full list of goaltenders available. So what we'll do here, we will sort by ability or potential. I guess we'll do both. So there's Odinger. He has the 5-star potential, but only 2-star ability currently at 22 years of age. He doesn't look bad. Let's see his career stats, see how he did last year. He was actually in the AHL last year with Texas, and he had a .913 save percentage with a 71 grade. So certainly doesn't look bad. Saros, he's only 26, has that 3-star ability, 4-star potential. Maybe. He had a .908 last year with Nashville, a 68 grade. Okay, we'll keep looking. Montembeault, he has the 4-star potential, 2.5-star current rating. He has a .903 save percentage in the AHL. Don't think we'll go for him. Cal Peterson, he is a 3-star current ability, 3.5-star potential. He had an .895 last year. Don't like to see that. I mean, that is on LA, but still, would rather not take him. There's also Jonathan Quick, who had a .910 on LA last year. So if we're looking for a veteran goaltender, might be someone to consider, although he does carry quite the salary at $7 million, so I don't think I'll want to take that on. And no one else is really notable below him, so I think we're going to go for Saros here. What's his contract like? 6.2 for 3 years. If he can keep up that .908 save percentage throughout those 3 years, then I'll be pretty happy. And if we can manage to keep him here longer than that, and he's still playing well, then that'd be fantastic. So we are going to pick Juuse Saros from the Nashville Predators. Now we need to choose another goaltender. May as well be Odinger, since he's 22 years of age, has that 5-star potential, though that is a D for the scouting grade, so that may not be accurate. Actually, let's go for Joel Hofer. He has a .924 save percentage with the St. Louis Blues last year in 54 games played, a 75 grade, so obviously that's on St. Louis, who I would imagine were pretty good in the simulation, given that his record was 37, 12, and 8. But still, that's a young goaltender that we can pick up now, who looks like he's pretty good in the simulation, so I don't see any reason not to take him. Let's go. Joel Hofer, welcome to Seattle. And here we have another round of goaltenders, so getting quite the selection here. I would say let's just go for Odinger, just in case he is actually a 5-star. I don't think so, just based off that D scouting grade, but he's worth taking a shot on. He's 22. And now begins the skater draft. So now we're going to focus on defensemen. So there's Mata, there's Gross, Aho, Grelot, Braun, Hjalmarsson. Not too many options here as far as real studs go, but I suppose Mata is the closest thing to being a top 4 defenseman here. He had a 63 grade with LA in 31 games played. Looks to be pretty injury prone based off that. Yeah, his torso is pretty vulnerable. Though he is a 2-time Stanley Cup champion. He also won the gold medal with Finland in the World Championships this past year, it looks like. And the way I see it, he's one of the best defensemen available in this expansion draft, so we may as well take him. Welcome to the team, Olli Mata. Yeah, there's really not a whole lot for us defensively here. I think I'll take Jalberson just to get a veteran defenseman in there, although he's very fragile with his legs. Very good defensively, though, based off his defensive ratings. Let's see his career stats. His 61 grade last year, 17 points with the Arizona Coyotes. He's a plus 20. What's his contract looking like? I know it wasn't too much, but what's the length? 3 years. Cap hit's at $3 million. I don't know if I want Jalmerson just because of that injury tendency. John Moore is the same deal. Although then again, I suppose a lot of these guys might be injury prone. Braun looks good injury-wise. He's 34 years of age. Good defensive ratings. Contracts is good. Career stats, he had a 54 grade, but you know what? He's a cheap defenseman. He might be worth it to have some depth. So Justin Braun, welcome to the team. Now I want to take someone on the younger side since we just took a 34-year-old in Braun. Let's go for either, I would say, DeMello or Bowie. So Bowie's pretty good injury-wise. He's actually durable. Career stats, he had a 61 grade last year with Chicago. And how was DeMello? He's a bit more injury-prone. And he had a 55 with Winnipeg. Yeah, I think we're going to take Madison Bowie here. So we have currently Saros, Huffer, and Odinger in goal. Then you have Mata, Braun, and Bowie. What about Edmondson here? He's pretty durable. Good defensively, it looks like. 59 grade with Montreal. Yeah, I'll take Edmondson, I think. Unless Manson or Kulak are better. Manson had a 54 grade. What about Kulak? 64 with Montreal. How is he with the injuries? He's not bad. Yeah, I think I'll take Kulak here. He looks good. Welcome to the team, Brett Kulak. I think I'm going to take Sebastian Aho now, because he is only 25, and we don't have a whole ton of young players. He had a 64 grade with New York as well. So yeah, we'll take Sebastian Aho with his pick. Welcome to Seattle. So we now have 5 defensemen. I would say we need at least 4 more. Take a look at Nudi Vara here. His contract's only 1 year. That's good. Temperaments, I like that. I like his physical ratings. Shooting range is good. Let's see his career stats. 66 grade with Florida. Yeah, I think we'll take Nudi Vara. And a look at Braden McNabb. He only played 24 games last year. Or actually, it looks like he split time between Vegas and Anaheim, but he actually only had 2 games played in Vegas as well. He also had some time with Anaheim's minor league team, the San Diego Gulls. Overall, grade-wise, he looks good. I don't know why he was sent to the AHL. Yeah, let's take, presuming his contract is good, I think we'll take McNabb. Yeah, we'll take McNabb here. Welcome to Seattle. So now we have 4 left defensemen and 3 right defensemen, so we're going to take another right defenseman. I think, let's take a look at Jensen. Contract, 2 years long, checking 18. What about his grades? 62 with Washington. Yeah, I mean, if he's good injury-wise, yeah, he looks good there, so we will be taking Nick Jensen here. Welcome to Seattle. Jordan Gross, he looks durable in the torso and the top half of his body in general. He has a 58 grade with the Arizona Coyotes last year. So there's this guy, Andre Padan, who is actually in the KHL right now, but he looks interesting. He has the 66 grade in the KHL, 16 points. He's 27 years of age, so he's not going to see much growth anymore, but he's worth taking a chance on, I think, if you could sign him, so why not? Let's pick him. So with that, we now have 9 defensemen. Let's now sort by forwards. We have Fast, Beagle, Sherwood, Kuhlman. So really, no one stands out as far as game-breaking ability goes. So let's just take a look at Fast here, since he does appear to be the best forward available. Last year with Carolina, he had a 58 grade and 21 points in 71 games played. Yeah, it's looking kind of rough here as far as NHL level forwards who can fit into our top 6. So we're just going to have to make do with what we're given, I suppose. Kiefer Sherwood, don't really like that grade that he had. I think he had a 55. Brian Little didn't have any grade. He didn't play at all last year. Dale Weiss, 53 grade. Yeah, not a lot of these forwards are impressing me. Cody Eakin with a 57. Reed Boucher, he was in the NHL majority of last year. 17 points, 54 grade. Yeah, I'm really not Like, none of these forwards are going to be too impressive, honestly. So we may as well just take guys based off ability and age. So we'll take fast. So I think we'll take Val Nichushkin now. He played 60 games in the NHL with the Avalanche. It looks like he spent time in the ECHL and AHL as well. He had a 54 grade in the NHL and only 7 points in 60 games played. That's unfortunate, but you know what? He's one of the better players on the list, so we're going to have to take him, I think. Now at center, we're going to take Jay Beagle. I would like to take Little, but I don't know. That injury worries me, and just given the fact that he didn't play at all last year, I think I'm going to pass on him. We'll take Eakin instead as another center. I do want some wingers on the younger side here. Adam Ernie is kind of injury prone, but he is, then again, one of the better forwards that is exposed to the expansion draft, so I think we're going to have to take him. We'll also take Kachuk because he's 23. So there's this guy, Pavel Shen. He's only 21, so that alone might make him worth taking. He played in the ECHL last year. No NHL experience yet, but still, I feel like we should at least take a gamble on him, you know? I think I'll also take Joel Kelman. He's only 27. Balanced stats all around, it looks like. He had a 64 grade in the AHL last year. He didn't play in the NHL at all in the simulation, but you know what? Once again, it's not like we have too many better options here, so we may as well take him. Nico Sturm, he's 26. Career stats, he had a 61 in the AHL. Once again, not too much NHL experience, especially not in the simulation. He has no NHL games played in the simulation, but once again, we don't really have too many other options here, so we'll be taking Nico Sturm. I think for a screener, we could take Dale Weiss. His screening's at 16, professionalism 17, bravery 17, team players 16, hitting 18. Now I think we're going to take Nick Paul. His injury tendencies are pretty good. He is a good screener. He's got great determination, good strength, good hitter. Career stats, he had a 53 grade in 16 games played with the Ottawa Senators last year. So we will be taking Nick Paul. We do still need at least 4 more wingers, I would say. And I mean, there's really not many players here who are impressing me. So I think from now on, we'll just take the top guy at the list, besides Little, because there's really not too many options here. Bailey, sure. Take Dr. Seuss, apparently. CJ Seuss. Yeah, sure. Why not? And we are quickly running out of options here, as there are only 4 players left, it appears. So I guess we'll take Murray, Brett Murray. Guess our only option is Sherwood at this point, so we'll take Cole Sherwood. Anyway, we are now done with the expansion draft, so we can move on to free agency now, it looks like. Welcome to Seattle. The Seattle Kraken organization would like to welcome you as the team's new general manager. Your contract will pay you $510,000 a year over a 4-year term. Our owner, Randy Walton, does have demands of you, though. And for this season in the National Hockey League, the expectation is rebuild, of course. I would not expect to be contenders at this point. You will have $87 million to work with and currently have a payroll of $46 million, so we do need to spend some money in free agency regardless. We suggest you have a look at the team's roster depth chart and personnel to get familiar with the organization. Trade deadline is on February 24th. The salary cap is at $81.5 million, and the salary floor is $60.2 million. So let's see the free agent center and see who is out there. So you have Frederik Andersen, you have Tatar, Hoffman, Dredger, Bellino, Stahl, Grubauer, Pearson. So let's see exactly what we need. I mean, I would imagine we need everything. But you know what? We don't really need a goaltender, considering there is Saros, there is Oettinger, who actually is a 5-star potential, so that was a good pick there. Hoffer is a 3-star potential, 3.5-star potential, I should say, with the 1.5-star ability. So I think we're set in goal. It looks like we have 3 reliable goaltenders, or at least 1 for right now, and then hopefully 2 more of the future. So I think we're set there. But as far as defense goes, you have Mata, Kulak, McNabb, Braun, Bowie, Nudivara, and Jensen. So we could definitely use some help there, it looks like. And especially at forward, I think. You have Ernie, Paul, Seuss, Murray, Beagle, Eakin, Shen, Kelman, Sturm, Fast, Nichushkin, Weiss, Kokleshev, and Hathaway. So we could definitely use some players at forward. And we actually do have some unsigned players as well. There's Aho, Baddock, Bailey, Kachuk, Padan, and Sherwood. So we may as well sign them all. So we do still need some more players, given that, we're at the salary floor. So I think we'll go out to the free agent center once again, and we may as well sign a veteran like Stahl. I think that would be nice for this team, even to have him for one season, to help the young guys grow. I mean, I don't know exactly who I'm looking forward to growing, but we may as well just get him on the team as a veteran presence. Maybe he can help us get a few extra wins in there. I don't know how impactful he's actually going to be in the end, but since we do need to spend some cap here, we may as well overextend on the cash a bit. We'll give him $5 million instead of $4 million. I think another guy worth getting would be Tanner Pearson. He's 28 years of age. He had a 59 grade last year with Vancouver and 35 points. So he would certainly be, I think, on the top line for us. Yeah, I certainly would not be opposed to signing him. He wants 4.7 for 3 years. I'll meet his demand as far as the years go, and we can honestly, once again, take him up a little bit more than what he wants, considering, once again, our situation with the cap. So I'll give him $5.25 million for 3 years. We still have $26 million remaining for free agents, so we're going to have to sign at least one more guy, probably two, actually. Is there a defenseman out there? There's Pelech. How's he? He's kind of injury prone, but I don't really care about that at this stage, considering we're probably going to be a rebuilding team. I mean, I'm hoping that we can get some wins in there, obviously, but just given the caliber of our team compared to the rest of the league, it would not surprise me if we end up near the bottom of the league this year. You got 64 grade for Pelech. Yeah, it certainly looks like someone who I would want on the team, possibly long term. And he's only 26 as well, so yeah, we may as well take a chance on Adam Pelech. He wants a no movement clause, though, for 3 years. Just given his simulation last year, I think I'm okay with that. So we'll meet his demand. I'll give him, instead of 5.6, I'll give him $6 million. There's also Anthony Duclair, who had 56 points last year with Florida, and he had a 61 grade. He's only 25 years of age. His shooting accuracy is at 18. He looks pretty good, and I mean, once again, it's not like we're going to be short on cap anytime soon, so we may as well approach him as long as he's a UFA. Is he a UFA? Yeah, he is. All right, we may as well go after Duclair here. He wants 4.5 for 3 years. I'll meet his demand and then some. I'll give you $5 million for 3 years. So with all that, we are now down to $15.3 million remaining in cap space. That should, as long as everyone signs, we should be good here. So we have Stahl, Pearson, Padon, Pelech, Duclair, Baddock, Bailey, Aho, Kachuk, and Sherwood all looking to sign here. So hopefully we get all of them. And once they do all sign, I think we can move on to the regular season because there's not much else to do. I mean, I guess we could use an AHL goaltender because as of right now, these three are battling for a spot as the back. Well, I guess Saros is without a doubt our starter, but Hoffer and Oettinger are going to be battling it out a little bit for the backup spot. And let's see, who else do we get? We do get Eric Stahl. Very nice. Pearson, did we get him? Yes, we did. We got Adam Pelech as well. We got Anthony Duclair. And I think as far as big free agents go, that's everybody. Correct? Adam Pelech was number 3. That is being worn by McNabb. I'll give you a number 2. Once again, I believe as far as big free agents go, that's everybody. Because we're now up to $66 million in salary. Yeah, we're good. All right, so now we're just waiting on the guys that we all took in the expansion draft, and then we'll be set to go to advance to the regular season. Oh, here we go. We have the draft lottery, apparently. So the draft is taking place in July, it looks like. Yeah, the draft is tomorrow, so... But with that being said, let's see who wins the draft lottery. So we obviously, as an expansion team, have the third best odds. And New Jersey has the first best odds, and New York with the second best odds. So who gets number 16? You have the Edmonton Oilers. At number 15, you have Buffalo. 14, you have Minnesota. 13, Winnipeg. 12, Chicago. 11, Boston. 10, Anaheim. 9 is Carolina. So Toronto moves up to the top 3. Wow. Number 8, you have LA. 7, Detroit. 6, Vancouver. So Montreal also moves up to the top 3. And now at number 5, do we fall back to 5 or do we stay in the top 3? We fall back to 5. That's unfortunate. Number 4, you have New York. So it is New Jersey, Montreal, and Toronto in the top 3. Who gets number 3? You have Montreal. And who will choose at number 1? You have the New Jersey Devils selecting first once again. Well, I hope that's what happens in real life, to be honest. So for the purposes of this GM mode, I am a Seattle Kraken fan. But that is something I certainly would not mind seeing in real life. So we did get Sebastian Aho and Cole Sherwood on board. So we're still waiting on Padan, Baddock, Katchuk, and Bailey. But we do have the NHL entry draft coming up right now. So let's simulate until human. Let's see who goes first overall. You have Owen Power going to the New Jersey Devils. We are picking 5th. And we have the option of William Eklund, it looks like, from Frölunda. He had a 65 grade with his team last year and put up 27 points in the SHL, so certainly not bad. Luke Hughes, 53 points, 68 grade. I mean, we do need defensemen, so I would not be opposed to taking Luke Hughes. There's Carson Lambos, 65 grade, 54 points last year in the WHL. Atu Rati with 32 points in the SML and 63 grade. What about his ratings? What about Luke Hughes' offensive read is 19. Yeah, I think it's going to be Hughes, because that offensive read at 19 already as a 17-year-old, that's insane. Yet no one else here even compares. Yeah, even Eklund only has a 16 offensive read. No one compares to Luke Hughes right now. Yeah, we're taking Hughes, without a doubt. Welcome to Seattle, Luke Hughes. So going ahead to our second round pick, you have Chibrikov, Chumala, Robertson, Reynolds, Svozil, Bolduc, Wilmer, Gutic, Sulemans. Look at all these names, man. And sorting by ability, there's not much. I mean, there's really not much to go off of since we have basically none of them scouted. In fact, not basically, literally none of them scouted. So we may as well just go off of ratings here. So I have all these guys. Who has the best offensive awareness? So these 3 guys have a 16 offensive rating: Morrow, Coronado, and Pfizer. Let's take a look at their individual attributes and their potential. So this guy has a 2-star potential. Coronado has a 3. And Scott Morrow with a 2.5. Let's take a look at career stats now. 71 grade for this guy. 59 points. Scott Morrow had a 75 grade and 23 points in high school. And then on the Victoria Royals, Tyrone Pfizer had a 69 grade and 56 points. He is 20 though. Coronado's 18. So is Morrow. Yeah, I think we're going to take Matthew Coronado here, because he does also have that 3-star potential. So we'll be taking Matthew Coronado with the 35th overall pick. Welcome to Seattle. Pick number 67. Now let's take a defensive player. There is Miettinen with a 15 defensive read. 29 points last year. 63 grade. He has a 2-star potential. So here there is Jaden Grube. He is 18 years of age with the 3-star potential. Once again, none of this is completely accurate, given that none of these guys are scouted at all. But just based off points, he had 36 points last year, 57 grade. Let's keep scrolling. Wyatt Johnston, he had a 63 grade with Windsor and 49 points. Ratings, he's definitely more of an offensive forward. He's got the 3-star potential. I wouldn't mind taking a chance on him. So Wyatt Johnston, welcome to Seattle. Moving on to our 4th round pick now. You have Oscar Olason. He has the 3-star rating as well. Good shot. Career stats, 61 grade. Yeah, looks good to me. Oscar Olason, welcome to Seattle. In our 5th round pick here, you have Liam Dower Nielsen, 18-year-old from Sweden. 3-star potential. Good shooter. Career stats, he has 63 grade last year and 26 points, 18 assists, and 8 goals. Yeah, once again, I don't see anyone better. I mean, it's not like we have much to go off of anyway, so we may as well take him. Welcome to the team. And now round number 6, I kind of want to take either a defenseman or a goaltender. Been taking a lot of forwards recently. So there is Grishnikov, 2.5-star potential. Good offensive defenseman. 61 grade, 12 goals, and 23 assists in the OHL. 90 penalty minutes, though. Don't like that. There is Kirill Kirsanov with 14 points in the VHL and a 67 grade. How is it with injuries? He's durable. Shooting range is good. Defensive read is good, actually. Yeah, I like him. I like Kirill Kirsanov. That's going to take some time getting used to, but nonetheless, I believe he is our pick here. Welcome to the team. And round number 7, let's see who is going to be the last pick of our draft. I think we're going to take a goaltender here. Semyon Sharabarin. Okay. I don't know why I had a hard time pronouncing that one. But career stats, let's see, 937 in the MHL last year at a 61 grade. Only 11 games played, but he was 5-3-3. He had a shutout, and once again, that 937, regardless of the league, is pretty impressive. He's a 2-star potential. And goaltenders in this game, or at least in the Atlanta Thrashers franchise mode, they can be successful when they're at a 2-star ability for sure. We saw that in the likes of... who was it? I don't even remember his name, but there was one goaltender who we had who was like a 1-star ability, and he got it done for us. So, Sharabarin, welcome to the Seattle Kraken. So, Badon, Baddock, and Kachuk all assigned. And now we have to assign numbers for Baddock. He wants 13. I'll give you 31. And Kachuk wants 12. I will give you 24. So that, I think we're just waiting on Justin Bailey, and then we'll be set to advance into next season, it looks like. And we are now in preseason, and with that being said, we're going to end this one off here because it's been quite a long episode. Or at least for me, it has been. I don't know how long this is going to be in editing. But nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember, hit like and subscribe. And in the next one, we will get Season 1 with your Seattle Kraken underway. See you guys then.